Hey, I'm Laura. Just quickly, we here at GRITtv are proud to bring you independently produced content every day. Now it's your chance to help us. GRITtv has been offered a $100,000 challenge grant. Every dollar you give right now between now and June 30th is worth $3 to us. We've only got a few more weeks to meet the match. Will you help? You can donate at our website, grittv.org. Meanwhile, enjoy this clip.
I was aboard one of the six ships that was part of the Freedom Flotilla. The name of our ship was the Challenger 1. It was an American flagged ship. We had 3 passenger vessels and 3 cargo ships heading to Gaza. We were carrying 10,000 tons worth of aid for the Gaza Strip. And this includes lots of things that Israel does not let in, such as reconstruction supplies and school supplies and medical equipment. We were well into international waters, about 100 miles from the coast of Gaza. The Israeli Navy started radioing us. We gave them the information that they asked for in terms of who we were, where we were going. Then they started threatening us that they're willing to use force to enforce this blockade. We responded that this is an illegal blockade. It's collective punishment. We fully intend on reaching Gaza, and we asked them over and over not to use violence against us. We told them we are unarmed citizens from over 40 countries, including members of parliament. We're only carrying aid. We've been checked by the ports we've departed from, and that we would be willing to submit to further checks by a neutral body such as the United Nations or the International Committee of the Red Cross. Therefore, there was no reason for them to use violence against us. Nevertheless, when we were about 60 or 70 miles from the coast of Gaza, it was still dark. We saw their naval ships coming up upon us. Our small Challenger boat traveling alongside the big Turkish boat called the Mavi Marmara. I saw them pull up alongside that boat, and we heard some explosions. I heard some shots, and then I saw the people on the Mavi Marmara, some of them using hoses and water to try to keep the commandos away from the boat. Then they started, a different vessel started coming after our boat. We tried to race ahead, at least to try to get out some news before they overtook our boat. Approximately 15 minutes later, they had surrounded our boat, and the commandos were trying to come on board. We used our bodies to try to keep them away, in addition to yelling at them, "We are civilians, don't come on with your guns, don't board our boat." They threw some concussion grenades on our boat, used a taser on some people, and jumped on board and tried to started beating people as we were trying to protect, our camera, our footage. We did not use any violence. We did not fight back at all, and they were still trying to beat us into submission.
Were you beaten, Huwaida? Were you hurt?
My whole body is bruised, but it's nothing compared to the deaths and some of the other more serious injuries on the other boat. Just to give you an example, a soldier grabbed me by the hair and smashed my head into the ground, the floor of the boat, and then it was stepping on my head. This kind of violence that was uncalled for because we didn't fight back. We just kept saying, "We're unarmed, get off of our ship, get off of our ship." They came in fully masked and carrying guns, and when they couldn't get into the inside of the boat because it was locked, they broke the whole glass doors, glass everywhere, ended up tying up, handcuffing most of us. They put a bag over my head. And one of the first things they tried to do is take away all of our communication equipment, the satellite phones, the regular phones, cameras, everything, searching our bodies to take all that away. Then they started using the camera probably to create the pictures that they wanted to get out. So then they took over the boats. They put us all in one room guarded all around by these commandos, masked. They never took off their masks once. And they took the boat into the Ashdod port. So they're the ones that dragged us into Israel. We weren't intending to go there at all. They separated us. I didn't see my colleagues again after that. I was pulled aside and interrogated, and then they just decided to let me go, which I protested because I didn't want to be separated from my colleagues. In addition, they had all my personal belongings, phones, cameras, money, everything, and they wouldn't give it back. When I protested getting into their police car so they can drive me outside the port, they picked me up by my hands and feet and my hair, hit me a few times in the face, to subdue me and push me into the car. They drove me out of the port and pushed me out of the car somewhere, I don't know where. I ended up hitting my head and maybe passing out, because the next thing I remember, there was ambulance above me and they were taking me to a hospital. But I'm fine. I'm waiting on my colleagues, which I haven't heard from yet.